Yeah, boy. There it is. Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Look what we bought. What do you think about it, boy? Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. This is a 1990 Dodge Horizon. You may have seen it in one of my last videos. I saw it and I thought, hey, you know, I may buy that. Well, it's been a couple weeks and we've done some figuring and looked at it and went back and forth and hemmed and hawed, and well, we bought it. All right. Oh yeah. Let's jump inside. So, whoa, this is what we got going on in here. A bunch of junk that needs ripped out, some water damage that needs dealt with, some old captain's chairs that are in pretty rough shape. But it runs well. It's got a horn that sounds like it's dying. I don't want to change a thing. Ew. All right. Hey, boy. Hey, Baba. Yeah. So, there are a lot of things wrong with it, and in fact there's not a whole lot of things that work well, except for it runs well, and it's a southern vehicle, so the underside is completely clean. There's no rust to speak of there, but a lot of the windows are leaky, the window seals, and the AC doesn't work, the speedometer doesn't work, the cruise control doesn't work, the heater in it doesn't work, the big AC unit on top doesn't work, the interior needs completely redone. There is a lot. Get out of there, boy, look at him. Good job, Bubba. You weirdo. You driving the van? Are you driving the van?
Doot, doot.
Doot, doot.
Uh-oh.
You guys killed it already? Oh, I like the horn.
Oh my God, it's not working.
The horn doesn't work. There's all sorts of stuff wrong.
Well, at least we got its last toot on camera.
Yeah, we've captured the last toot. So there's a lot of people that are renovating these vans and stuff to do as like stealth living, van living. We don't plan on living in a van, but we do need something to travel to cut down on hotel stays because we travel a lot, and normally it takes a couple days. You know, if we take a couple days to get somewhere, you know, you end up paying for hotels, whereas if we had a place to travel in that we could sleep in, not so much for like camping at campgrounds and stuff, but you know, because if we're going to go hiking or something, we're going to take our tents and we're going to sleep in our tents. But a lot of times we'll travel, you know, late into the evening to try to get somewhere and need to get a hotel. This will allow us to just, you know, crash in here. So we need to have room for the kids and room for Sharon and I. So like I said, I'm going to rip out the sink, rip out the stove, rip out the refrigerator, rip out the toilet, rip out the shower, and rip out this side seat. I'm ripping everything out in here. I don't think there'll be anything left. There's some spots where it shows some water damage, so I got to find out where things leak. I want to make sure there's no other leaking. The fact that the frame and the body on this vehicle is in such good shape, I can't have it leaking inside here, making it worse from the inside out. Especially having the kids sleeping in here, I got to make sure there's no mold. It's 90s and it's really kind of crappy. So everything needs gutted. One of the first things I need to do is behind the 2 captain's chairs, you've got this sideways bench. Well, you can't put children on that in car seats running sideways safely. So once I gut out the sink and this bench, I'm going to install an actual bench seat out of a van behind the 2 captain's chairs so that we have room for car seats and kids. And then behind the bench seat is where we'll have room for storage, for taking products down to trail days, and for a pull-out bed for Sharon and I. Like I said, kids will be up here, and for storing gear, you know, hiking and camping gear for when we go on these trips. We don't need a stove, we don't need a refrigerator, we don't need a sink, none of that stuff. I mean, Sharon and I lived out of a backpack. We don't need this stuff. It just happened to be that when you get one that's got this extension with a sleeper, that's what it comes with. Well, that's why we bought one that was in such bad shape, because we knew we were going to tear everything out, and there was no sense buying a van that was in good shape to rip everything out. So this is the best of both worlds. You know, the body and the actual frame and everything of this is in really good shape. Not a lot of rust, but the interior kind of stinks. So, and literally it stinks. I've got all the windows open. So I'm going to get gutting this thing out. I don't know what I want to do. If you guys notice on the channel, I don't document a lot of stuff because, well, I haven't been keeping up with a lot of stuff because we've been so busy. And I want to keep up with the gear raffle and reviews and the hiker tales. But as far as like, what do you guys think about me trying to do videos on the renovation of this? I don't. When you start talking about documenting videos, let me set this on the old tripod. So when you start talking about documenting something like the restoration of this van, it takes the actual time in the restoration, and you have to just multiply it by exponentially with the amount of time in recording and setting up the camera and editing the videos and stuff. And I don't have enough time as it is, and I want to do more. It's like the beehive in the back. I've got so much footage of the bees that I haven't edited up that is ready, and I will get to that kind of stuff. But I don't know if you guys that watch my channel are very excited about seeing this renovation. Let me know, and if there's enough people are really excited about it, then yeah, I can document it. It'll take me a little bit longer, but if that's what people want to see, then absolutely. Otherwise, what I'll probably do is videos like this, not edited, very quick, like updates. So first thing I'm going to do is just tear it apart and just rip it to shreds, and then I can do a little update video on what I've done and what I'm going to do, but not so much filming the actual process and like, I'm going to build this here, and this is how I build it, and it's 15 inches wide, and all of that kind of, not like that in depth, just basically update videos as I go, because those will be pretty easy for me to do, and for you guys that are interested in what I do to transform this van into what it is now. I mean, look at it what it is now, and I would imagine you're not even going to recognize it when I'm done. So that's my plan. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any ideas to maybe if you do want me to document it more, or ideas on what I should do with this thing. But yeah, there it is, the newest addition to the Hiking Vikings. It's working! I like it, I dig it, I want more of it.